Easy to use. You're going to like it. Let's check it out. Okay, so in this video, what I'm going to do is talk a little bit about some clamps that I use in my shop all the time. I figure at the end of the year, I might as well go over some of the stuff that I like. So I was going to talk about my top 5 clamps with an honorable mention in there also. So we'll start out with the honorable mention. This Bessie clamp here. Now I just started using this. I ended up buying 4 of them. They work really good for any type of strapping or band clamping that you need to do, whether it's putting together segment pieces. Although segment pieces, I still use the older method, but this works really good for putting together any type of box, square box, drawers, anything like that, where you need to get a clamp all the way around it. They give equal pressure all the way around. They got a very long clamp. They're relatively easy to use, and they tighten up. The only drawback that I don't like is this handle is just not quite big enough to really tighten it down, which might be purposeful because, you know, they don't want you breaking the thing. But it does provide plenty enough clamping pressure all the way around to close in all the joints, especially if you're doing mitered corner joints, or you're doing like you've seen in the one video that I did for the I used box joints on the drawers, and this works perfect going around them with the little caul that I use for it. Now, the one let's say number 5, we'll go with 5th place here, are these hand clamps here. Now, I've used these since high school. These have been around in woodworking. It has a long and rich history in woodworking. These particular clamps are used by everybody. You can make some homemade. They're relatively inexpensive. I think you know, you can get these on sale for under $10 each. So they're not too expensive. They last forever. This particular one right here, this one right here is, I think I bought this in high school. So, you know, it's like 40 some years old. So they last a while. They do get squeaky. You can adjust. You can put some graphite in there or some oil. Some WD-40 probably work perfect, and get the squeaking out. But you don't clamp them down too much. Now, I use these for gluing up thick pieces. If I glue up a lot of pieces of wood together where I'm making a much thicker piece. I also use these just to bring any 2 pieces together. Anytime I laminate 2 pieces together on top of each other. I also can use these for holding up boards on the side here if I want to do any banding or anything like that, where I just want to get a board straight up, like if I have a shelf or a side of a cabinet or something like that. So a lot of different uses, including, you know, you can use the smaller one here to hold small parts for your router table, or to hold small parts for drilling, or a lot of different things. Or you can drop them, not worry about breaking them. So, you know, these really do come in handy around the shop. So I use them all the time. And I have, you see, I have 3 different sizes here, but I also have probably 10 of each size. So I have a good selection of those. So the next up, I think 4th place here would have to be these clamps here. And these are a staple in every shop now, these quick grips. They're fast, they're easy to use. Harbor Freight sells a cheaper one. If you want to see a video about that, it's right up here. I like these. Now, they do, and I think it's pointed out in the comments too, that they do leave a little bit of a mark on wood. So you don't want to use it on a finished project, but if it's something that you're going to sand, definitely I would use these all the time. The other thing I was thinking I might try is maybe adding a piece of packing tape onto the front of these, you know, wrapping some packing tape around there, not to prevent them from marking. I don't know I don't think the packing tape would hurt anything, but you know, you can also spend the extra money and get these. Now these are, you know, $3. These are, you know, like $10 each. So there's a big difference in price. This particular one is a Craftsman. It's a knockoff of the Irwin. So, but these number 3 or number 4 actually, because that was an honorable mention. So these are the 4th most popular one in my shop. Now, the third, which I'm really starting to use, is just because of the type of woodworking that I use, or that I do, I should say, is this one here. And when I glue a lot of pieces together that don't have anything keeping them aligned. So if I have, you know, butt joints coming together on pieces like that, and I don't have like any type of spline in there or biscuits or something like that to keep them from going up and down, this is perfect. Now, you buy these, and again, here's another video right up here on this one, but you purchase just this clamp part, you got to add the wood and then make these pieces here. They work really, really well. The pressure comes from top, it squeezes the down on top and then also both ends, so that if your wood starts moving up and down, it's going to level it. Now, it's not going to do it by itself. You still got to push them in place, but once it clamps down, it locks everything in. And I added a piece of packing tape along the wood right here, prevents the glue from sticking to it, and you know, it just makes it easy to clean up afterwards. So I would recommend these. I have 4 of these that I use, and right now this seems to be long enough for me at the moment, but if you need it longer, you just make a longer piece out of this, and I just made this out of 2x4s. So this is would be the third one up. Now, the second place comes with these Bandy clamps. Now, on the wall back there, you see that I have some regular just hand clamps there. And what I like about these is it's amazing how this little piece right here really adds to the value of this hand clamp. Now, first off, they're really good hand clamps. They're solid. They put a lot of pressure. These pads right here are non-slip, so they really hold on to the wood well, and you can get them at, you know, if something's at a little bit of an angle like that, you know, they'll hold it without letting it slip out. So it's kind of nice, and you sort of catch a corner, not a 45, but maybe, you know, a 20 or 30 degree corner. It can sort of hold it together. But these are really good. Now, I have a lot of large ones here, and the other thing I should say that I use these for is I do a lot of pieces that require another piece laminated onto the end of it. And for plywood, shelves where you want to laminate on a piece of hardwood to the edge, these are just perfect. They just, you know, they just clamp right down right onto it. Now, the small ones, because I guess the size of the stuff that I work with in the shop, I really don't use these too much. And these particular ones here, you can see that when I clamp down, they sort of go past the wood right there, so it makes it kind of hard if you have this sitting on a table to clamp them with these. However, these ones are just right, just like in the Goldilocks tail here. They clamp down really well, and fortunately, they just went on sale, so I ended up buying another 8 more of these, and you see that I just got them. So I really do like them that much. They have really started to be one of my most popular clamps in the shop. I use them for a lot of different things, and you know, I'm sure I could find other uses. I'm sure you can find other uses for them too. But still ranking up there in the #1 clamp in the shop has got to be the bar clamp. This one is still used for any large pieces, like if I'm making sides for a cabinet or sides for a bookcase or whatever else. If I have anything that, if I'm putting the 2 pieces together, I have biscuits in between where it's going to prevent them from, you know, moving up and down. This is the clamp that I use. I don't need to necessarily use this one, but I can use these bar clamps. Now, when I had my cabinet shop, we probably had about 50 or 60 pipe clamps, and we had various lengths of pipe, and those work equally as well. So they can save you a little bit of money. But honestly, as I've gotten older and now that it's in my shop, I like the bar clamps because they're nice and lightweight, and you know, they're not that expensive, I think, when you compare the pipe clamp unit, and then you got to buy the pipe also and have that threaded. So I think you save a little bit of money, and I know that when we bought our cabinet shop, they had them all in there and we used them all the time. And I had some pipe clamps in this shop, but once I started going over to bar clamps, I actually gave them away to a friend of mine. Now, Harbor Freight does sell an inexpensive one, and these work okay. I mean, you know, they do the job and they get it done, and they're lightweight also. The handle here makes it a little bit difficult. I guess you could modify this handle some and make it so it's a little bit better, so that, you know, you can tighten down onto the wood. This handle does work a little bit better. This also has a tough plastic here pieces where this is, yeah, it's plastic. This is more of a metal piece there coming in, so it will mar the wood more so than this. This has a couple screw holes here where you can add a little piece of wood to it if you want to prevent any marring from going on. I've never found the need to do that, so I've never done that. But you see that this has a lot of glue on there, and the glue peels off this pretty easily. You can chip that off pretty easily. Now, like I said, this is the #1 clamp that I still use in the shop all the time, and eventually it will probably be replaced by these. Now, the Bessie clamps here, these, the nice thing about these is they have a much longer jaw, and the jaw goes straight. The jaw doesn't tilt back and forth like these tend to. So you don't have to worry about the pressure. They have little spacers here to keep the wood off of the, if I move them, I get to keep the wood off of this metal piece right here, so you don't get that glue stain that you would get normally on these when they're touching, or on, especially on the pipe clamps when they touch the wood, they leave that little rust stain on there from the glue. But the bad thing about these, two bad things that I find on them is #1, they're heavy. So when you get the much longer ones, when you get the 4-foot long ones, like this one, it's a lot heavier. And then #2, the cost. These can be relatively expensive. I mean, anywhere from 30 to 60 to 70 bucks, depending on the length that you get. They are absolutely great. I am eventually building up my collection of them. So I buy, you know, one a month or every other month, or, you know, but eventually I'll have quite a few of these. I do like them, especially when putting together casework, boxes, cabinet pieces like this here, like the sink that I'm working on. They really work nice. These still work great, but these are just a tiny bit better. They are a little tougher to handle in most cases, but I still think that they eventually are going to replace that. But again, bar clamps, #1 thing that I use in my shop. So, you know, if you agree with me, leave comments. If you have something else that you'd like to add, please leave a comment down there. I'd love to hear from you. This is just the stuff that I like to use in my shop that I find that really helps me out. And, you know, if you talk to any woodworker, one thing that we can all agree on is you never have enough clamps, especially when you start gluing up something. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like and subscribe. Love to have you come along in the new year. I'm going to be doing some more projects and really getting to work. Hopefully this pandemic will be over soon and do more stuff. But right now, hope you have a great New Year's, and I will see you in 2021.